Here. Wait. There we go. Okay. I was like, where's my camera? Why is it so high? But I found it, so we're good. Okay, so tonight we're going to be doing a singles reading, you guys. This is going to be who is coming in for my singles, okay, and why. So we are going to get into that. I am just getting out the zodiac signs to see who is going first tonight. If you guys are coming in, please let me know your guys' zodiac signs as you're coming in. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let me know who's in the chat, what zodiac sign is here. Make sure you guys are commenting and letting me know. All right, so we're going to get started. Okay, I think I pulled all of them. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yes, they are all here. So we are going to get started. Let's see who's going to go first. We got, hi, Carly. Nice to see you again. We got Libra in the house, Taurus in the house, Aquarius in the house. Hi, Marmar. I literally had someone reach out to me, Marmar, and was like, oh, thank God for her. Every time I look for her in the chat to tell me how it's going or like what's up. So people really appreciate you being here. So thanks for being here, Marmar. So let's see who's going to go first tonight. We're going to get the lineup and get started. All right. So this is for my singles. If you're not single, this will not probably resonate for you unless you think you're about to be single. All right. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3. Aries, you are going first tonight. Aries is going first. Then, oh, Virgo. 1, 2. Oh, someone popped out. Capricorn. 1, 2, 3. Leo. Scorpio. Aquarius. Cancer. Sagittarius. Let's see who's next. 1, 2. Oh, that one came out. Taurus. 1, 2, 3. Libra. 1, 2, 3. Gemini, then Pisces. So that will be tonight's lineup. I will write it for you guys here. Let me make sure this is, I don't know why on TikTok it always mirrors my video because I never asked for it to be that way, but it always happens. So we will change that. All right. Aries, you are going first tonight. I'm sure you guys are happy. A lot of my fire signs going first. Great. I love that. Aries. Virgo. Cappy. Leo. Scorpio. Aquarius. Cancer. Sagittarius. Taurus. Hi, Debbie. Libra. Gemini, and then Pisces. All right, so here is tonight's lineup. if you can see it. Thank you, Marmar, for posting it in the chat. I appreciate you. So we are going to be doing a singles reading. This is for my singles out there. All right, because someone asked for it last time I was live. So I'm sorry if I'm a little late. But oh well. I mean, it's too late. I was late. Oh well. But that being said, we're going to get right into it with Aries. We're going to do this spread and see how this one goes. All right. So I'm just going to put these in case I want to pull these later. Because I was thinking, I was like, I like pulling it in the beginning. Oh, thank you, TK. Thank you so much. What is your zodiac sign? All right. Let's get into it. If we have any Aries, let me know. I still can't see that. I know I keep saying I'm going to check, Debbie, about the timestamps, and I was so late because I was talking. Anyway, point is, if you could let me know the timestamps, we're going to get started on Aries. If you are an Aries and this resonates for you guys, make sure you like, share, and subscribe because it helps me, and I appreciate that. So that being said, we are going to get started with my Aries gang, Aries babes, all right? Like there? Oh, no. Let me move this. This is what's really.
Oh, you're Virgo sun with lots of fire placements. I love that. Is that better? All right, we had a moment. Hi, Sheridan. You're an Aquarius. Hi, babes. Aquarius is going like 5 or 6. I would check back in about, I want to say an hour. I'm going to be honest. Or about 40 minutes, knowing me. All right, so if we're going to restart this. If you are an Aquarius, no, Nina. Get it together. I'm losing my train of thought. If you are a Aries, okay, and this resonates with you guys, this is going to be your reading for my singles. This means you are single or you consider yourself single and you want to know what's to come, where you are at currently, and what's coming in. We're going to get all the tea here about you being a single who's open to dating. If you are not open to dating, and you're like, I'm not interested in anyone, this is probably not your reading. Okay, these are people who are interested in love. This is how love reading. Heard? Okay, if this does resonate for my Aries, make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. It does help me as a reader, okay? And for giving the content. That being said, we're going to get started into your spread. Let me first draw 4 cards, and then we will get into some more tea about your situation. What? Okay, 1 second here. I got the weirdest message. Maybe that'll happen to you, Aries. You will just get the weirdest message. Okay. I don't know what it's talking about. All right. Hopefully it's fine. Okay, are you guys seeing it okay? Can you guys hear me okay? I just want to make sure. Let me know. All right. Okay, yes. Okay, I'm going to ignore that message and hope everything is all right. Okay, so that being said, we are going to start with you, Aries. I feel here when it comes to you being single, this has to do a lot with you feeling like you're looking for change in your life right now. Okay, in your current moment you are looking for things to change and wondering what things will change, but it also is your own conscious awareness or concentration on the fact that you are looking for certain aspects of your life to change here. I do feel that when it comes to who is coming in, this is someone here who has been waiting for the fog to clear in their life. Okay, this is someone here who's been waiting, Aries, for the dust to settle, so to speak, has been spending almost too much time alone to their detriment, to the point that they kind of are ready to open up or be interested in relationships or long-term commitments. That's this kind of person that you're going to be meeting. Someone who's finally ready to be out there and dating and is kind of waiting for something to shift or lift out of their life. They've kind of been in this fog or in that hermit mode, but almost too long of a period of time. So you may be meeting someone, Aries, who says, oh yeah, I've been dating for too long. Okay, that's the vibe I'm getting. Let's even get some characteristics on who this person is. Could be older, could be someone who's already had children who are grown. There's someone who might be fun, very imaginative. Maybe you two smoke recreationally, or you two, I don't know, you do like a lot of what ifs, or you play like a what would you do if this and what would you do if that. Like this person, and you may have like a lot of like those kind of really cool, fun conversations with each other. Yeah, they're pretty imaginative. Even if they're a little older or not, they have a lot of energy. They have a lot of vitality. They look very youthful. But I for some reason, I'm getting someone might appear or look older, but they have a youthful energy to them. They kind of give like a hippie vibe too, or like or what's the generation now that would be like hippie? I feel like this person wears a lot of baggy clothing. Very relaxed, very chilled, laid back. May not really care about like what they wear. They definitely care more about the person they're getting to know than looks, even if they're attracted to you, because I do think they are. They're actually quite confident. I'm getting this person doesn't realize there's people around them who likes them. They're just someone who's like, I'm just running here, I'm just running there. They're like in their own little world here. Okay, is what it gives me. Like this person is, if you are dating a man, he kind of gives like, you're like, oh no, Nina, I don't claim that, but like man-child energy a little bit, like this, like can't sit still. Like even if they're an older man, for my women out there, this man has an energy of like, I can't sit still. And if you are, thank you, Emily, for the follow. I appreciate that. And if you are dealing with a woman, then she is someone who is very free-flowing energy, very like has a lot of opinions, a lot of thoughts. But also has this I don't give a shit attitude. Like, I feel like if you're an Aries man, you are dealing with a woman who does not give a like, this girl does not care what people think. Very strong-willed. But also maybe tiny. Like, her attitude, like, kind of has resting, face. But she's, like, maybe petite and, like, tiny. But her attitude is, like, grown. If that makes sense. So, let's see here. You're going to have to go through a trial process when you find this person. Spirit will be asking you to be very resilient, okay, and patient when it comes to meeting this person. Let's see if there's any clues to when or how you will meet this person here. I think here also, I want to point out when and how this process, because I did pull these cards as well for you. It might take you a while because it's going to take you a long time to trust someone. And as much as maybe you love to run into love here, Aries, this vibe is giving me, I don't trust everyone. Like, okay, this is kind of funny, but it's kind of giving that fairy tale story when the troll won't let someone cross the bridge. It's like, well, let me figure out if you're a troll first, and then you're the person guarding your bridge. Like, okay, like you be trolling this person maybe or something like that. I don't know where this is coming from, but it's kind of giving this energy of like, you can't cross my bridge. Like it's over a series of time that, I let someone in. So you may be challenging them or playing with them a little bit, just to kind of see. Yeah, you're kind of like grilling someone or testing someone in ways, Aries, before you say yes to them. All right. Hey, Debbie, really quick, did we get the timestamp for Aries? Let me know. If not, totally fine. But I was just wondering if I missed it. So that being said here, yes, this person may be defensive. Thank you so much. This person may be defensive, or no, I'm sorry, you may be defensive with this person, and it may take you a while to go through a trial process with someone, is what I'm seeing here. But let's get a little bit more details of how and when. But this is, yeah, like with the Strength card and that 7 of Wands and 7 of Swords, it's almost like you might even lie a little bit to see if they just are a follower or do what anyone will say or something like that. So you'll tease them and test them. Oh, you may make it friends first with this person. Aries, I've been getting this for you for 3 weeks. Or like at least 2. Maybe I'm exaggerating with 3. But at least 2 weeks I've been saying like you have a friend that you like more than a friend. But here we go. Here to make friends. High five. Like high five. Like you may even call this girl, like if you have a girl as a friend, you may call her your bro. Or like if you're a girl, you may call him like your bro. Like you may be doing things that are very friend zoning with this person. But it's like, you just want to make sure that you two resonate. Like she has the thing in her ear. You guys may talk a lot and just really vibe as friends first. And then over time, you start to like daydream about them and start to think about where it's going. And that's kind of how this relationship leads into something more. And there'll be an edit. There'll be an edit here of how things will change. So that's how and how you will meet this person. It's going to be a Strength card because you may be dating other people at the time. You may not be sure if you really want this person. And if you can really trust them even. Like there's a lot of questions up in the air. But over time, I think this person just wins your heart here. So let's pull an oracle and we're going to finish there. 1, 2, 3. Your journey is alive. Electric path. This may come full term in July. Okay. As you see here, something about July. Every step pulses with destiny. Yeah. You may go like out with friends to the beach and they may be there and they may be looking really good in a swimsuit, or you may get a little drunky at a little tiki bar, and things may just go down, And maybe what was missing before just needed over time just a connection. Thank you so much, Debbie. I really appreciate you. House 1. This is about a lot of your identity of self-image too. So that's maybe why the defensiveness is here. Is you're not letting your walls down so easily for just anybody. So it's just going to be friends first. Yeah, I feel like you're doing a new approach or something, like you've never really done this with someone. Could be a Leo here or have Leo energy. This is someone very confident and you feel like you two are very much alike. I feel like attracts like here in this relationship. This is someone who's very loyal, creative, and an individual, like has their own life, but is also seeking partnership and passion and romance. So I see this being really fun. Could be dealing with a Leo, an Aries, or a Libra like yourself. We also see Virgo, Gemini, Virgo, Leo again. And those are the signs here. So take what resonates and keep an open mind. If it does resonate or you're already talking to somebody like this, let me know in the comments. And again, make sure you guys are liking and subscribing. It helps me. I appreciate you. All right, so moving forward to my Virgo gang. Do we have any Virgos? Virgos, are you in the chat? Yay! Yes, to my Virgos. If this does resonate, this is going to be you won't be single, all right? This is for people who are looking for love. This is not someone who's not wanting a relationship, and this would be someone who's single, okay? And looking for love. I reiterate that. All right. Once I finish the read, I will be posting Virgo's timestamp. That's how it's going to go. Once I finish the read, I will post with Debbie helping me here, I will be posting the zodiac sign. All right. So Virgo, these are for my single Virgos who are looking for love. So let's see here. We're going to pull your cards and then we'll get into it. Ooh, Virgo, your reading's cute. Okay. So Virgo, currently I think you're in a place where you are trusting and holding back. You are not revealing all your off topic are those lash extensions. Yes. Well, no, not extensions like the things. They're just like the little glue on ones because like I'm never getting extensions. All right. I don't want to go through the lash cycle. So no. Good question. That being said here, yeah, I can't go through the last extension. I'm like, just give me the little glue. And then, when I want, like, I like my natural lash. It's just, I don't know. I also like a good little lash on top. I like a little bow. I like the way it looks. So that's just me. So Virgos, that being said here, we have an Ace of Pentacles and a Four of Pentacles. So you are wanting to trust in the next partner that you're with, but it first starts with trusting yourself. Right now, you could be holding yourself back a little bit because you feel like it takes a while for me to trust. And I do feel here that you are, you're holding back a little bit. I'm just not going to reveal my full hand. I don't think this is intentionally to be greedy. It's more of like you have an irrational fear of just trust because you've been hurt. So you just are kind of waiting for things to sprout or bloom to fully give yourself, Virgo. That's just how you move. It's like, I can't be such an open book. Every time I've done that, I got hurt. So there could be a feeling of like, let's just see how it grows. Let's see how it goes. This person coming in could be coming in sooner than you expect. With the Ace of Swords, this is fast communication. Some of you may even be currently talking to somebody here. But if not, if you start putting yourself out there and you are ready, you're going to be having a lot of conversations or communication with people. And it's because you're inspired to take action and you're seeing things from a different viewpoint. Okay. And you're just, maybe just enjoying just getting to know someone and keeping it single, okay? Just getting out there and talking to people. This person may not even live where you live, okay? This could be someone in a different location than you. Just the way that arrow is, it's like there could be a lot of communication, a lot of FaceTimes, messages going back and forth as well. So let's see if we get any characteristics of who this person is for you, Virgo. All right, so Virgo, this is someone who's extremely hardworking, could even be a workaholic here, okay? I'm hearing day and night in that song. Yeah, this person works day and night, okay? This person isn't wanting to invest in somebody or have a relationship that is worth the investment. It's like, I work hard, and if I start with somebody, then I want to see where it's blooming or where it's growing. So this is someone who's going to invest a lot of time and energy in you because they believe it can be fulfilling, right? Because you are looking for someone here, getting all this plant energy where planting a seed will grow, right, Virgo? So I feel like some of you guys must have been manifesting here, or have been maybe even doing some meditations, or just been praying a lot for this person to kind of come in, and you're going to start to see this person be this way, and I'll tell you in a second why. But this is someone who wants to grow with you, grow together, build something together. All right. You could be getting like I'm getting like a spring energy as well. So I do see, maybe if you guys are going to start dating, I could see you dating somebody in the spring here. This person has been very discontent because all they do is work. And I feel like this person has been shut off or shutting off their heart for a while here, and has been quite discontent. And they may even have the accomplishments they worked for, right? Like, this could have been someone who invested in their hard work and got everything they wanted, everything they set for themselves to do. I did it. But the one thing they're missing is that bond or that love in their life. Okay, that's what I'm getting here. Could be someone older as well. When it comes to how they will be, or when and where you will find them, destiny is going to play a part into that, but I'll pull some extra cards. But this is when it is just kind of your time. I tell you guys, there are things as readers that you can predict, and destiny is one of them. So I do see this as more a fated event, but also something you've been wishing for here with the Star card and the Knight of Cups. This feels like when you meet this person, it's a knowing. Okay, this is someone you've been kind of wishing for, that they have a lot of what you look for in a partner. This is someone who's very intuitive, very kind, very, this could be very romantic and passionate, which is maybe why you want to hold back a little bit here, because yes, this person may be feeling very strong romantically, but I also feel this person is intuitive and can also be here sensitive. So yeah, it could be dealing also with a Pisces or an Aquarius. But let's get a little bit more information on how and when you will meet this person. This person will ask you out, though. They could be quite seducing, and you're like, gotta hold back. They could just take me away right now. That's maybe how you feel. Well, of course, if it's what you wish for, I'm hoping that you wish for someone you are attracted to. Yeah, but of course, like it would be someone you're attracted to. Okay, I'm gonna lie. This person, Virgo, is interested in you because of your looks or your status. That is why. Man or woman, it doesn't matter. This person would be interested in you for the wrong reasons, like the way you look or your attraction, not necessarily because you just have such a great heart. So this person kind of is making a decision with their eyes here. Okay. But in the moment, this person starts to maybe see you as much more. And so in the beginning, this person may originally only want to date you for status or their attraction, right? Because you see the flames in their back. Like they may just think you're very attractive and hot. But as they get to know you and they start to open up more, they see more of you and they start to become pretty possessive over you. Like, wait, I don't want anyone, like this girl has my heart or this man has my heart. Like, I don't want to open up to, like, and I'm opening up to them. And this, I got a heart. I'm hearing I got an ice box. You know that old song by Omarion? I got an ice box where my heart used to be. Yeah, I'm so cold. I'm so cold. Yeah, it's given that. But Virgo, you may get this person who put a lock on their heart to open up. And especially something about like when you two kiss, sparks, sparks, sparks. All right. That first kiss will be amazing and very in the moment. So you may take this person away. But you might want to be careful about them not being here for the right reasons, as that showed. But that could be their original thought process was to go into it wanting just to see what I could find. But over time, you start to kind of win their heart. And then they're like, wait, I don't want this like man or woman being out here at other people possibly. Like I'm single, but they're single. So hold up. Okay. So let's see here. How does this end here between you two? How is this going to end here with the Wheel of Fortune? There'll be a silver lining, okay? Something that they start to recognize, like I'm opening way more. I'm getting attached way more. No one can compare to Virgo. Virgo is the front runner. I know that maybe I was keeping my options open, but I don't want nobody else. Like, what am I doing here? I don't want anybody else than Virgo. So Virgo, if you are dating, keep it fun. Keep your options open. Maybe not settle for one. Date and see. But like I would say that one person here will be like, oh, we're both single. I don't want Virgo to be single too, you know, something like that. But this person really sees you as it'll start to form over time. All right, so let's pull a card here for you, and we will move on to Capricorn. Because your kiss is on my lips. Because your kiss. Mm-hmm. This could tend to heighten in August, okay, because we see August here, or you could deal with a Leo, but it says time bends for the brave. Do what others fear. So temporary key. You may want to keep things a little bit open and let them prove over time that they're worth it to trust, which is where your energy is. So keep your standards as they always are, Virgo, high. Okay, and that's what I see here. Signs you could be dealing with. We see Pisces and Aquarius strongly. And I did see August, so I'll say Leo, but could be any sign. These are short, quick reads, okay? Or intended to be. All right, moving on to Capricorns. Do we have any Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus? All right, Capricorns, if this does resonate for you, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. It helps me, and I know you guys watch me, so admit you like me just a little bit. All right, Capricorns, we are going to see what is happening for you. Let me get that Virgo. Okay, Capricorn's at 33. Let me give it 20 seconds. Because I got to get that Virgo one. Hold on. Oh, thank you, Debbie. I saw that you said about my eyes. Thank you. I don't think they're that big. I kind of wish they were bigger. I wish I had like big eyes. Like I want them to come down to here. You know, that would be cool. All right, Capricorns. Let's see I do want to hold the intention. These are for Capricorns who are single and open to love, okay? If you are a Capricorn who's like, I don't want love, I don't want no one, I'm good being single, this is not your read, so tap out, okay? Because I've been seeing some Capricorns be saying that. Then the same for you, boo. This is for the ones who want love and are open to it. All right. So let's see what we got going on for my Capricorn. I'm going to switch my deck here. Let's see where you're at. Okay, your backstory is a little long. Okay, so I'm going to start with this and then we'll build on it with some oracle decks outside, okay? So, starting out here, Capricorn, we have the Tower card. I feel that in the recent past or however long ago, I'd say within the last year, yeah, it's needed, Marmar. It's needed. Here with the Tower card, there could have been some shocking revelations that came, and you got information or you got word about maybe a partner you were dealing with, or maybe there was like a friend's lover's situation, friends hooking up with a friend or a romantic partner that you were actually in a relationship and found out some shocking news about them, or yeah, you heard something here, because this is the Page of Swords is you are getting information, you are getting a conversation or a conflict that I feel like you don't feel like you could have solved it, and it was just an emotional pull that, okay, I need to spend time alone, I need to leave the past behind, and I need something more fulfilling. This is not what I deserve here, okay? Or not what I'm going to tolerate. This is too much, or I'm going through so much in my life. We cannot be together. I don't see us working out, right? So there was something that shifted or changed here with the Tower card. Something needed to be released. And you just realize I'm not, either one, you're not emotionally invested, or you heard something that made you uninterested. So I think there was a pretty big change within a connection here. That being said, when it comes to who's coming in, I think you're moving away from someone else, and because you're moving away from someone else, you're interested to maybe communicate with others. And whoever this person is, they're very charismatic. They've got this unyielding energy to them. Could be dealing with a Gemini here, but they have this unyielding energy where they're just extremely charismatic, such a talker, and maybe someone you really enjoy getting your mind off of what happened before, after you, or before what happened before. Okay, so this is someone you're just enjoying to talk to, like kind of like a time waster a little bit for you. Okay, that's what I'm getting here. Give me some characteristics. They're very honest though. The person that you're dealing with is very honest and a chatterbox, and helps you really not think about the other person. Yeah. This person may have come in or may be coming in while you are missing someone else or grieving another relationship, okay? There's a relationship here that was very stagnant and not moving. I don't know why, but whenever I see this card, I think of that is it Joji or Joe? I don't know how you say his name, but it's that song Glimpse of Us. I just like every time I look at this card, it's like I can hear that song playing in the card. And so it could have been a while. This person could have, could have caught bad habits from getting through an ending, like drinking or smoking or numbing in some type of way from a previous partner. But you're going through when you meet this person, you're going through a transition, which is why that Six of Swords is here. Okay. And this person is just someone who, maybe you just enjoy them here. It's like a King of Cups energy, maybe a Scorpio here. This is someone who's very mature, very wise, patient. This is someone here who may really be fond of kids or is a little bit older and wants more out of life. Maybe they even have kids here. Really fun. Still likes to, even though they're an old soul, they still they have a very fun energy about them, right? Like, this is a guy playing at a water park. Could be man or woman. Don't take the picture so literal. But, is someone here who may, have a very strong resilience for emotional well-being too. Like, you see, like, there's so many things going on, yet this person's staying very calm, cool, and collected. So this person has a calm, cool, collected attitude here. This person also may have had a hard time getting out of a relationship as well. Yeah, this is someone you're going to have a new beginning with, okay? This is someone here who's you're meeting, maybe you're moving or you're transitioning and you're meeting somebody new, but this is someone you're going to have a new beginning with. This is not the past, but this person really helps you move on from someone you were not able to get over. This person helps you get over them. And honestly, when you meet them, you feel like you're in a more mature stage in your life because they are the kind of person that you need, okay? And I feel like when you meet this person, you feel like, oh, I've been waiting to feel like this celebratory feeling or like this change in my life, okay? When it comes to how and when, like, you'll find them or where, this is going to be somebody you don't really see coming, but also, like, the Virgo reading, someone that you've been wishing for. Could be dealing with an Aquarius here. So this is someone here you could have been wishing for, but you didn't really expect them to come in when they do. So this is chance meeting. Okay, this is giving, I was praying that it would go well, or that I was really hopeful that, if I could ask for what I wanted in a partner, it was like everything in my brain got compartmentalized into this person, and I couldn't have asked for anything more kind of energy. And I know that sounds like a lot, but yeah, because here we have the Ten of Pentacles. This is someone here that you just feel very secure with. This is the quality of something that's lasting and a secure foundation. Okay, Capricorns, this is someone who makes you feel very secure to move in the steps where maybe you didn't even think were possible for yourself. I know it's something maybe too positive for my Capricorns, but yeah, that's what I'm feeling. When it comes to why it ends or how you kind of come together with this person, I see that you have a self-realization that, I'm really tired of being withdrawn and indifferent when it comes to love. And there's a part of me that realizes I'm missing that in my life. And I want someone who cares about me. I want to come home after a long day and eat dinner with someone and cuddle on the couch. This is I feel like you're wanting someone that you could see a life with, not someone, just anybody, but someone you can see your life here with. Someone, Capricorn, who it's easy to be together and it feels nurturing and warm being with them. Like, you're that piece I was kind of hoping to feel. Like, that's what I'm getting. Let's see how and when you might meet this person, and then we'll kind of end it here. How will Capricorn meet this person, or what characteristics are there? You'll go out on a date with them, okay, Capricorn, and there may be competition for this person, or they may be naturally, there may be people who are very interested in them, okay, may talk to them. They may have friends that, they may have the same sex as friends, Capricorn. They may have a lot of guys as friends or girls as friends. You may not like that. But no, we haven't done Taurus yet. Taurus is a little bit down on the list. But this is someone you're going to be dating and feeling like this is someone who may have others interested in them. But take a leap of faith here, okay? Just because someone may have other people, they may like you more. All right? I don't think you're going to like that. I don't think you're going to like that, but you know, you may take a shot in the dark, right? Because like bats are like nocturnal, right? And it's like, well, I understand like I might not be the only one, but you know, it's okay if people date multiple people to make sure they like someone, okay? So don't be upset if, you know, they may be dating more than one. That doesn't mean that they won't choose you. They're just getting to know you, okay? So I see you and this person working out, but it does require you to take a shot in the dark a little bit, you know, not knowing every step of the way and having faith, which is why that star card is there. I feel like you're just going to have an inner calling, like I really care about this person. And I didn't realize how much I cared. Okay, so you got two cards. So we have Chaos Blooms. This could be coming fully between June and July, or May or June. Okay, but it says cross into your destiny. Beauty and power arises from disorder. There could be some disorder because you both are single and dating. But I'm seeing 8-8. But from that disorder, there could be more structure that you'd want within the relationship, and that allows something to bloom here, even if it gets a little confusing at first about where you guys stand. There will be a gravitational pull to them again because you like that they care, or that there's care within the relationship. So it says gravitational heart, or gravitation heart. Love pulls you like gravity, relentless, silent, and utterly inescapable. So yeah, I see this coming together around June predominantly, but maybe you guys start dating in May, okay, or something around spring to summer. All right, signs you could be dealing with. We have Gemini, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Gemini, Aquarius, and I did say Scorpio already. Okay, and that is what I see here for you. Moving on to Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, my single Leos. All right, Leo, if this does resonate for you, make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. It helps me. I appreciate it. I appreciate all you for being here. And that being said, hi, Cindy. Nice to see you. We are going to get into my Leos. Also, I want to say, if you are single and not interested in love, Leo, this is not your reading. This is for people who are ready for love, okay? Okay, so let's get into Leos. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Picky, 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 picky. Okay. And I'll be pulling cards in between. So Leo, I feel like in the recent past, or where you could be standing, is you're done with the past. I don't want to talk to them. I think you've completely cut them out, blocked, ended it. I'm here. I'm never going back, never going back. Nope, never going back. And you are completely moving on to your next cycle here with the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so you are ready. You feel like you are fated for something new here. Gemini is a little bit away. So I would say check back in. Gemini is a little bit farther down on the list. Okay. It's like 6 away. So something like that. So I see here, though, you being very open to new offers romantically, going out on different dates, putting yourself out there, seeing what feels the best. This is you kind of intuitively trusting in what feels the best. And yes, you may be putting on the charm, all right, putting on your romance, all right. You love some romance here, Leo, you do. And I just feel here you could be kind of giving this very dreamy energy to people who see you. Like, you may be getting more, if you put yourself out there right now, Leo, you're going to be getting some offers. People find you highly attractive and vibrational at this time. It's like you've got this aura to you with sparkle or like a glow. All right, if you're a man, like just some glow, or you're like, I feel like something about your scent too, Leo, whether you're a man or a woman, probably smells really good. And it's just like, something about that. But I do see you here being quite picky or choosy with who you are dealing with, because I see you walking away from a lot of people. Like, you do have a lone wolf energy to you, Leo. This is my lone wolf card in this tarot deck, where it's like, yes, I could go into the warmth, but I'll stay out in the cold, because if I don't enjoy talking or the conversation, if it's not working, I'm just going to immediately cut it off. I'm not going to just, it is a little, I'm choosy with who I get with. And there's an inner realization that you are with the King of Swords. There's a realization, like, I have to be very stern and very honest about what I'm looking for, and very decisive if I really see it. So yes, it's almost like your outer appearance and your inner world are doing two different things. To the outer, you're loving, you're kind, but they say something wrong, you're like, I don't really want to talk to them anymore. I'm not saying you're ghosting them. Some may, but I really think you might just tell someone, like, listen, you're just like, I'm really not interested at this time. Thank you. It could be kindly, but I see you being quite listening to that inner call on the potential of you seeing it working out, and cutting a lot of people off because you want something deeper. Okay, so even if you're looking right now, a lot of those people will be falling away. I think you'll have a lot of options, but you want the one that feels the most real and deep connection to you. When it comes to how will you find them, you're going to, again, this is your willpower. It's almost like you're looking for that partner. You are very intentional about who you're dating, and you're going to go with the person who you feel has a lot of empathy and kindness to you. Someone who can be emotionally vulnerable, but not using it in this is someone sweet and kind. Like, you're looking for a kind-natured person. Could be dealing with a Cancer. All right, the Chariot and the Queen of Cups. You guys could be meeting a Cancer. You want someone who can take direction in their life, but also knows how to, maybe is strong, but has a gentle touch. There's something gentle and nurturing about this person. And also, though, in a way, very straightforward and wants to get to the point. It's not a time waster. So that's kind of like the energy, but we'll pull some more characteristics of who this person is for my Leos. You might be asking questions, and if they don't answer the question you want, like, you go into a date, for instance, Leo, and you may be looking for certain answers, and if they don't match the answer, they're out. It's like, even if you're attractive, you're out. All right, Leo. The person that you're going to be meeting is someone here. There's a lot of energy, but I'll pull all the cards because it doesn't take long. This is someone who wants to be collaborative with you, but will be a little mysterious in some ways, which may attract you, but it's really due to anxiety because they've been betrayed before, and it kind of came out of nowhere when they got hurt. So I feel like this person's really cautious when it comes to dating people. And because they have been hurt before. But they may talk to you impulsively because they find you attractive and starts to let go and open up over time and sees that you're worth the investment and wants a family or wants something really, really long lasting here with the legacy card. So at first, if you feel like they're hiding or they're lying, I don't know if it's hiding and lying. It's just like, I'm very cautious because of what I've been through. So I see you having to kind of be patient with this person because I'm hearing someone did a number on them, so to speak. Yeah, at the bottom of the deck, they have recovery. So this is someone who's been recovering from like a really not so great situation that they were in, but is very loyal once they open up. Like you're like, oh, okay. Like you may actually be very drawn to their mystery, or maybe very drawn to the fact that they're not such an open book. You may like that. Okay, and let's see here. Give me some ways that they meet them, or how do they come into contact with this person for Leo. Okay, like I said, you could have some options here with the 2 and 1. This is giving like this person might be fighting for your attention a little bit in the beginning, or vice versa. Because there might be other people who like your person here, Leo. But I feel like this person is a late bloomer in life. Maybe when they were younger. Okay. When they were younger, they could have been like uglier than other people, or even maybe fat at one point, or like, I'm not saying that being fat is bad, but it's just giving like they definitely were not considered maybe attractive or got the attention that they did when they were younger, is all I'm saying. So they may be a late bloomer in life, or they may be a late bloomer in life, or got prettier as they got older, okay? Or they just look better with age. There are some people who like, I've like looked at them and they're a little bit younger, and I'm like, when you get older, like in your 30s, late 30s or 40s, you're gonna be so fine, like, so it could be something like that, Leo, where this person looks better the older they get. Like they be doing some Benjamin Button shit, okay? You might really like the sound of this person's voice as you see like this person in their ear. You may really like talking to this person late at night, or hearing their voice on the phone. But this person, again, they are a little insecure. They don't really see their beauty here, Leo, or they don't see their worth because, again, they could have, maybe they were even, I don't know where I'm getting this from, but maybe even bullied as a kid, or someone who just, doesn't really see their worth or their beauty. And again, when they got betrayed, or they had all those situations that I feel like this person has had a life and has been through things where people have kind of always kept them down. So they don't, I kind of feel like sentimental about this person. You may feel like an inner want to protect this person when you hear what they've gone through. But it kind of gives that they don't really see their worth or their value because of the situations they were in, where people like intentionally kind of kept them down. And this person could be a single parent as well here. But this person and you will go on a date. That's how you will meet this person, on a date. And they could be older, or could be a single parent, or could have had a single parent in their life and is just kind of, maybe they experienced some hardships and are now like getting their life together, right? Like they've experienced things late in life. All right. but they're ready for things to change, okay? And, you know, cut kind of their old ways. So that's what I see, some clues about how this person will be, or like, I feel like you look at them and you are very attracted, but the way they talk about themselves, they don't sound attractive. There's something about that. But you like their voice. It's just like they put themselves down, or they always think they can be better. Yeah. They're hard on themselves, I feel. Thank you, Marmar. All right. Read between the ruins. This could be in April that you meet this person, Leo. Okay. Read between the ruins. The ashes spell out your next destination. So you're leaving something dead, done. So wherever the Phoenix maps, are you moving? You could be moving or going somewhere. Your destination of where you're going is attached to the partner you're meeting. Okay. So yeah. Because, right, like, there's all this fire, all, like, wherever you were is not, like, I don't care if it's local, you're moving a town over. I don't care if you're moving countries over. I don't care if you're moving state lines over. You know, it doesn't matter. I do sense you will meet someone during a move, because you have the Chariot card here as well. So you're traveling in April. Amazing. Okay. In April? Oh, that's what that says. Awesome. Okay. Great. Okay, sign you're going to be dealing with. I'm strongly getting Cancer. Here we also have Taurus, Cancer, Pisces. We see Sagittarius. And we have Aquarius. Okay, so those could be the zodiac signs for you. All right, moving on to my Scorpios, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Scorpio gang. If you are Scorpio, let me know you're here. All right. And maybe it's not even just like your place, but like maybe you're just moving where you lived. Maybe where you lived had issues too, Leo. If it's not like you're moving town, yeah, you could be moving like in a different location than where you were, you know, even. Or yeah, I just feel like you're either moving home or you're traveling into a different like location where you meet this person. All right, this is for my Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This is for you. If it does resonate for you, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. I want to put out the intention as we're getting into it that this is for singles who are looking for love. If you don't want that, this ain't your read, boo. Okay. Moving into Scorpio, let's get into it. This is your read. Too many. Collective of Scorpio. Why is Gemini second to last? It was really just out of random pull. I pulled all the zodiac cards, and that's what came out. right. I need to take a sip. Thanks, Cindy. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Okay. So this is for my Scorpios. Scorpio, I feel, and I've been also saying, man, some of y'all, it's like these messages have been repeating for the past week or two, but I feel that you have been communicating. This is currently, I feel you've been communicating with people, putting yourself out there, chatting, and deciding, you know what, I need to stop chatting because it's getting to the point I'm getting confused in this. Like there's maybe you feel like you even have too many options here. All right, this is giving like, I'm like not sure like what to do, and I'm kind of avoiding the responsibility of, you know, keeping it all together. Like I'm talking to this person, and I'm saying that, oh, remember when we talked about this, and realizing, oh, I had that conversation with someone else. Okay. So those kind of things could be happening where it's like, I got too many options. So like, I need to stop communicating. I need to let some of my options go. That's kind of where we're at. Okay. So we're in a different direction now. We went from talking to too many people to now narrowing it down. But we still see here with the Three of Pentacles being here that, okay, I want to work on little ways of kind of achieving something with somebody. All right. I want to have like a plan to work on it slowly over time and see if I can see the bigger picture with them. So like, I want to slow my roll down with this person. With the Ace of Wands being here, I feel like you're putting your fears behind you about maybe going in a certain direction or choosing them, but then almost like art fighting yourself, or like kind of trying to do something to like build the desire. So it could be like you're gonna like say I'm done with you and not talk, and then like go back in and talk again, you know, to be like, I don't know. It's giving a little bit of a testy energy here. There is some arguments possibly here about putting our fears behind us and stepping into something together. Like it's choppy waters for some reason, or something here is not as effortless as it could be with someone. And there's like a fighting energy. Give me some characteristics. I don't know if it's you fighting it or they're fighting it, but someone here is almost like it's getting hard to I think I am afraid to put my fears completely behind me and move towards it. And I know that's like the next steps, but I'm not fully ready. So I'm talking to a Scorpio who's kind of like already been maybe talking to someone here, but is still single. There's something here you're not recognizing, or you're missing with the Judgment card in reverse, or you're not really willing to see. It's almost like intentional neglect, or intentional like, yeah, it's like, oh, I'm going to protect myself. I got to protect myself. Oh, I don't know if you're really ready. You know, there's this part where it's like you're not seeing the truth of something. You keep saying, oh, I want a relationship, but you're building a lot of reasons why you're justified for not making, like, doing it or not going in that direction. Like, you keep saying, oh, yeah, we're going to work on it. And like I'm going to put my fears behind me. And then you like try to find a reason to like find a way out of it as a form of protection. Like you're finding ways to get out of the connections you're in for whatever reason. And maybe you're realizing you're doing this, like you're starting, like you're finding reasons to get yourself out of it. It's giving self-sabotage. That's all I'm going to say. It's giving self-sabotage. So you're going to have to find a way to compromise, okay? Because we're seeing 5-5 here, of how are you going to compromise what you how you're going to cultivate your life with someone. And you may not be sure you're ready or how to do that. So it is asking you to just, over time, I find that the person that you're dealing with is extremely helpful to you and is someone that you feel is trustworthy and reliable, and that makes you think of new ways of integrating your life with someone, because you really do trust this person and sense that you can see a different life that you've been wanting for yourself or envisioning for yourself. And to be with them, you start to sense like a world that is really what you've been wanting, okay? Because the Empress, this is a sense of like motherhood or family or abundance, and just a sign of someone who's very nurturing and caring. And that's kind of the essence of what you want, whether it's a man or a woman. Like there's this, that's the kind of life I want to live. And this person's almost attracting you to see this life differently. But right now, you're fighting it. Like in the current energy, or when you're in your dating process with this person, you're having a hard time figuring it out. And I think a lot of that is self-sabotage, but we'll get into the characteristics of this person. We can do you for another day. Like maybe we can do why you're struggling to like date. I think maybe I should do that. Like people who are in the in between of date, like being in a relationship and single and kind of in that in between. Maybe I'll do a reading of like why, like what is your current situation, and it'll be like for people who are in between that phase. I don't know. We'll see. Give me characteristics of who this person is for Scorpio. All right, Scorpio. This person's very creative, has really amazing ideas. They don't think like everybody else. They think outside the box. They may have really cool hobbies. You know, they're quiet. They're very to themselves. I get a very quiet demeanor about them. Not someone who's super chatty. Someone who could be very intuitive, very sensitive as well, very sensitive. Also, this person here may be very protective over you as well. This could be someone you end up marrying here. But I find that, yeah, I do see you marrying this person. I find you to be extremely protective, or vice versa. This person's very protective over you and wants to see you to go far. This is someone who's very maybe to the point when they say what they want. You know, they don't like blurred lines when it comes to a partner, you know, like tell me how it is. But this person also here wants to go forward, right? This is the Chariot victory energy where it's like, where are we going? And could be very assertive about that. Maybe that's why there's a lot of arguments or fights, because you know, there could be like a feeling of like they want to win you, but like you may be cautious about that. Like, why are you so apparent that we need it to look this way and be this, you know? So there may be a hard time about getting your motivation with this person to build it forward. This person may think very big picture and you think very moment by moment. So maybe your processes are very different as well. Hi, Aries. We did Aries first today. You guys went first. So I hope you're happy about that. Your decision to move forward with this person will be very fast. And you will end a lot of your troubles and burdens, because the decision, how you guys will end up together, how you'll stop being single, is because it's a quick decision that the whole reason why you guys are fighting is about being together. It's not really about issues between you two as people, but this issue to move forward with each other will be a huge back and forth until one of you just, which might be you here, just decide, you know what, I'm over this. I want to move forward with you because I want someone who I realize like I'm quickly wanting to move out of this stage, because this stage is causing a lot of our problems and I want to nurture and care for this connection. So let's just be supportive of one another and start to build on something more realistic. Because I feel like the fighting is almost like petty in a way. Okay, so you're just going to keep me in your ear. All right, so let's get some characteristics of how you meet this person here as well. What are the characteristics with this person and meeting them for Scorpio? This is a very eligible bachelor or bachelorette. They dress very nice. Okay, this is someone who dresses very nice, smells really nice, does their hair nice, does their makeup nice. It is someone who looks good. You know, they like to look presentable, Scorpio. Not only that, but they may have like a nice house, or they may have they may really love staying at home. I am getting that with the Queen of Pentacles being here. This person may really like enjoy spending time at home a lot. But this person when they go out, they dress up nice. But for the most part, they kind of stay to themselves in their home. Could have money too, you know. Could have some really could be wealthy here. At least they dress like they're wealthy. With quality time being here, this is someone who's going to invest time and energy into you. Okay, you guys are going to spend a lot of quality time together, and that's how it builds. Is you start to realize this person feels like home to you. With that quality time in the Queen of Pentacles, this is someone who's very down to earth, and is someone who's generous with the time and energy they give you. And you realize a lot of the fighting is due to you wanting to bridge that gap into that life and compromising. That's what I see happening here for you. Okay. Signs. Wait, we'll do that in a second. Let me pull one more oracle card and we'll be done. Face the world fully, Scorpio. Everything around you reflects your power. So a lot of what you're fearing is something within yourself. A lot of how this relationship can go really depends on what we're giving back. And so this is like a mirror storm, because it's asking you to intuitively really look within and seeing, are you really ready? Because you have a partner who's going to match you. But can you, and I do see you moving forward with them, but they're going to trigger you a little bit here, because they're going to match you and say, the universe is going to bring this person in and be like, okay, Scorpio, how ready are you? And you're going to see, okay? That being said, you could meet this person in June, or they could be a Gemini or a Cancer here. I did see Cancer before, and I also saw Pisces as well, and an Aquarius. So they could have those placements. I'm also seeing, let's see, we see Capricorn, Libra, Sagittarius, Scorpio, and I see Sagittarius. And that's what I see here, guys. That's all, folks. And we are going to move on to, let's see who's next. Aquarius. You're welcome, Mariska. All right. Aquarius, you are next. If you guys do like the video, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. It helps me and I appreciate it. That being said, we're going to be doing the singles reading. Keep in mind, these are for single Aquariuses who are open and looking and dating in love. Okay, so if that's not you and you're like, I don't want anyone, not your reading. All right, you're not your reading, and that's okay. These are for singles who want love and are open to it. All right, let's get into it. Let's see what we have for you. Aquarius, collective of Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Your timestamp will be on after I finish it. All right. Aquarius. will you be doing a reading for couples? I've never done couples readings. And that's because it's not my vibe, really. I know I have a lot of people who watch me as couples, but it's like, what am I going to say? It's either going well or you're going through little issues in the relationship that'll probably be fixed, or I hope will be fixed. So I tend not to really want to go that way, because most likely, inevitably, it's going to end the same way. Whereas when you're dealing with singles, there's many different versions of things that could go down or happen. So I still do collective general readings, and maybe a couple's relationship will come out. Sometimes they do if I do a general read, but for the most part, yeah, I don't see myself doing a couple's reading because, like I said, something's gonna likely happen in that way. Sometimes I do the you versus them, and that's usually somebody you're dealing with. So I would say if you're in a couple's relationship, check the you versus them, because I tend to say that's someone who's dealing with someone. Okay. So great question, Carly. Thank you. Your reading's messy, Aquarius. Oh, man. All right. So I'm going to talk about where you currently have been or are, and you will know where you have been or where you are, right? Right. You really haven't had love in your life because there's no action being put into it by you. And that's why you haven't had a lot of partners, or maybe none, because you don't want it. That's just straight up. So there's a lot of endings due to a block of you wanting it. You are intuitively realizing, I do think you're very aware of this, and there's an inner awareness or an inner journey that you aren't really giving what it takes to be in these relationships. And so, you aren't fully healed. You are still, there is some part of you that has some mourning, or, and I don't want to say, and for some of you may still be missing someone, but yeah, there's still a heart block there. And there's an inner awareness that there is, because you're kind of left disappointed when you've tried, maybe. And so there's a lot of healing needed and required for you. But you're trying to be patient about this. Love is patient, love is kind of energy, and I'm just moving in the direction that's easiest for me to go, and I'm healing myself. I think there's a part of you just kind of keeping the peace and just allowing the waters take you where you are. I think you're flowing with life, and you're not forcing an outcome, or maybe really putting yourself out there, because you just want it to meet you when it's there. No need to tell me. I see it on your face. Oh, really? I got to watch the video back when I do Aquarius so I can look at how I was looking. This person coming in will be very easy to make this transition with. Okay? The person coming in for you doesn't feel like this big boom. It feels effortless and it feels easy. And this person's very practical and very logical minded. Could be dealing with an earth sign, or they definitely have like an earthy placement where they just do things where it doesn't require a lot of thought or effort for you, which is nice because you are mental. You are ruled by air, so it's very easy for you to get overwhelmed and not want to do anything. Mentally, this person makes the transition moving into maybe being single into a relationship very easy. And so there will be a nice flow that you just feel like you're already, like, they just feel like you're already okay in your life. So they're just like easily like they kind of give like a nice like hello, and it just something about that, like they're like a nice hello that it's just like welcoming, and you just feel it's easy to be with this person. This person can be very nurturing and supportive. Like this person comes in and kind of like starts to help you out with little things like, oh, like, I can see like your tire's a little low. Let me fix your air pressure. Or like, hey, like, why don't we go grocery shopping together? And, you know, like little things like that. Like they do very practical things to win your heart over, where it just feels like, oh, okay, like this kind of feels nice. This feels a little different. All right. But you will have fears about letting this person in. It's like you're not fully healed when this person comes in. And again, you are worried. It keeps coming up. You're worried to really take those steps, and you may be lying about it. You're like, oh yeah, I'm so open. I'm so ready. I'm so ready, you know, because I think you're testing yourself. Like, am I ready for a relation? Am I ready for someone? Because you feel like you're meeting these people with the flow of life. You're not forcing things with these people. But you might start to like really see, oh man, like I am self-sabotaging here, or man, I'm really not trusting this person. And even though they're doing all the right things, I'm still creating the worst scenarios, you know, and I hate saying that, but that's kind of what I'm seeing here. Give me some characteristics of who this person is. But trust yourself. You know, if you don't trust this person, don't force it. I don't like seeing a 7 of Wands, a 7 of Swords, and the Moon card. The Moon card is telling me that you could have an illusion that everyone's going to hurt you. And that's why you really, Aquarius, if you haven't done the work to make yourself feel safe within yourself, you will find partners who make you feel unsafe every time. And that's an inner job. No one's going to do that for you. And I understand you're with the flow of the times and you're letting someone come in. And if they come in, they come in. Yes, but a part of you needs to also be ready. And I know people get told that a lot of times. I know, like, I've heard that a bunch of times just listening to like random TikToks or YouTube videos that come on every now and then. And you're just like, whatever. I've heard that a bunch of times. I get it. But once you can feel like there's a neglect to safety, and I feel like in healing, they just like, oh, you will heal. No, it's not like, oh, there's a healing journey. That's not how it works. It's like you have to build such safety within yourself that someone coming in can't really bring. If you don't trust someone, then trust yourself that I don't feel safe in this and I should leave. But if you feel like someone's coming into your life and it's like, oh, okay, like I'm feeling challenged here because I'm starting to see in ways I'm self-sabotaging, then that's something else, right? But I feel like so much about like people talking about dating, the huge part about dating that people don't talk about is you doing the work to make yourself safe so that you don't get anxious or worried or run, whatever your attachment style is, because we all have them. It's how do I feel safe that I don't feel like I need to run from a partner? How do I feel safe that I don't have to get anxious whether they text me or not? Because I don't care whether this person leaves or not. If someone's leaving and doing crap to me to like win me over or whatever, like I feel like, Aquarius, you feel maybe so unmovable because of the safety you provided that you're just waiting for authenticity in your life. And that's totally fine if that's what you're waiting for, and you'll know if you feel that. But this person coming in feels like they come in when you've renewed yourself, when you have been doing the work to heal, and does feel very comfortable. I told you they have like they do things that make you feel like you could live life with them. Okay, that's this person coming in, and they're very gentle with you, very gentle with you. And there's like a very sweet quality to this person, man or female, doesn't matter. They just have like even if they're a man, like I've met men before who were very nurturing and had, especially like if you meet Cancer men, they have a very, even though they're masculine, they have this energy that it just feels easy and comforting, right? Pisces men tend to have this too. Libra men can have this kind of feeling where even though they're like, they have that maternal kind, well, not, that's more Cancer, but Libra and like Pisces in them, they could have these energies about them where they're very comforting, right? So those are some qualities: comforting, gentle, feels like you're renewing yourself, and this person's a part of like your healing, and this person almost may have a very healing quality as well, Aquarius, to being with them. When it comes to how and where you find them, this comes from a time of you feeling, and I feel this is where you are at. Like, I don't feel this is, or where you're going to be, but you can always change your energy when you decide to change, Aquarius. The Hermit card in reverse is no longer getting out of stagnancy or being stagnant for too long and needing to come out of stagnancy within your love life. There could be here an imbalance at first because someone values it more, and it becomes really difficult because it feels like one person is really taking on a lot of the responsibility or weight of the relationship here, Aquarius, and there will be a conversation about this. So I do see there being, or you feeling like there's been so much stagnancy in my life, and I'm really ready to communicate with someone new in my life because I'm tired of this, right? I'm tired of just kind of not, I want something like, I want to feel alive, like, right? I want to feel alive. How and when you find this person, Aquarius, is when you take responsibility for how you feel and you move forward to feeling good about those relationships. Some of you out there, the mindset that you have about relationships or about being single, the thoughts need to change, the mindset needs to change, and the feelings need to change. But I can totally see you moving towards a happier place once you take responsibility to want to move in that direction. But a lot of this is about your desire to really put yourself out there or try. So once you realize that you're responsible for your happiness and only yours, not the other person's, yours, and that person's meeting you there, you will come together with someone here. But it first takes accountability. So I'm gonna say that. But I see you moving towards a really happy relationship, something that really feels very good. Very, very good. This is kind of almost feeling like euphoric. But also there's a comfort with them that makes you feel like you can trust it. Maybe that is why that moon card is here, because you self-sabotage in a way where, dang, this feels so like having someone care for me like this, having someone be able to balance out and like be there for me so easily and feel like, oh, is it too good to be true? And that could be where this like, oh, I need to watch for myself and I need to look out for danger because I'm feeling too comfortable. I mean, really, so be mindful of that. Like, you would know if someone's being shady. Trust yourself that you know when someone's being shady. All right, so let's see when and where. Let's get some information on how they will meet this person. How will Aquarius meet this person? You will meet this person where you live. You will meet this person where you live. Like, in wherever you live, that is most likely where you will meet this person. This says hometown, Aquarius. So you will meet someone probably locally. This person is like kind of insecure here, and starts rattling off like all this information about them. They're like kind of like when they get nervous, Aquarius, they just talk because they're so nervous that they like spill all of their secrets to you. It's kind of cute. But you may not know who this person is at first. Like, they may not reveal who they really are to you. Maybe you're right about the lying situation where you might feel like you're hiding something, because this is like my blindsided card. So this person may not be appearing as who they really are. They may be not appearing as who they are. They may be like, they may have like an Instagram following or a TikTok following, like, right? This is an influencer. So they may not be telling you about a side hustle or a job, or maybe even if they have a job, like how big their job is. So they may not be revealing what they do for work originally. They may have like a big job or something, or they may be a big personality. Something about when you two kiss, there will be sparks, okay? There will be a first kiss and it'll feel like heaven. Hearing that song? Heaven will be heaven. Yeah, you two are going to have a great date. I don't know. Something about when you go out with this person, it feels really good going out with this person. You may dance, or they may sweep you off your feet a little bit here. But I feel like it's weird. It feels safe, but there's something that may not feel safe for you guys. So this is the one that has me a little bit, but maybe you guys aren't really ready to date. And that's why this energy is flowing like that, because you have the Temperance here. Allow yourself time to figure it out as time goes on. This is not a relationship that should be rushed. Let them reveal themselves over time. Don't get in your head. Over time, if they start creating blocks and if they start not appearing as who they say, Aquarius, you will find it in time, okay? But I see them, even if they're hiding something, it may be out of, just let it play out. This is like a to be continued situation. All right, Aquarius, we have, don't worry, freedom is near, Aquarius, but you must reach past illusion. Okay, the moon has shown up over and over and over again. So there is something here where you are fearing the worst, or your imagination is creating an illusion, which means that give this relationship time. Just give it time. I'm not saying you're wrong or right. I'm saying give it time to play out, because you are building a cage for yourself. But it is saying here, you must reach past illusion, okay? And so it says in June, this will become very clear to you, okay? And then we have shattered veils, okay? So the veils will lift and you will see the truth, where it says break through the illusion, see what truly guides you, and build your future on that, okay? So the soft cage is just a cage of your own conception, and the veil will lift over time. I feel like this is more about you than another person. All right. Also could be, so we're seeing from June, July, and August. So this is all summer. This will all play out in the summer for you with this romantic connection. All right. Yours was longer, but it was going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. That's where your mind could be. Could be dealing with a Virgo, Gemini, a Libra, a Scorpio, a Sagittarius, a Capricorn, a Cancer, Virgo, Pisces, I know, it's been so beautiful out the last couple days. It's been gorgeous. Gorgeous. I've been enjoying it. I'm sure in California it feels like summer. Okay, next we are dealing with Cancers. My Cancer babies. You should really start doing personal ones. Yeah. Thank you. But I really don't want to. Thanks, Carly. Thank you. Yeah, I don't really like to unless you're face to face with me in person. Like I do them for my family members who want them or friends who want them, but I don't really like doing it for people that I don't see. Like I would have to do like a video call, and I don't have time to do video calls right now. So I have another job. Until if this ever became a full-time thing where I could make money on it, great, but it's not. So it's not making me that high money. So therefore, I can't do that. If it did, I probably would start taking clients every now and then because, my job is YouTube, or my job is online. But that's just not how it is right now, so I'm not going to. Yeah, I would do a Zoom. All right, Cancer, I will put your timestamp after this reading. Keep in mind, oh, my A on my palm. Oh, yeah. We'll see. I went into a whole tailspin of trying to figure it out, and there's not much on it. There's a lot about M's, but there's not much on A's. So I'm trying. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Anything can happen. Anything is possible. But until this becomes full-time, I'm not reading for people. If this becomes full-time, I will read for people. But until then, I can only read for the collective with the time I have. So that being said, we are doing Cancer. Can we do a different timestamp for Cancer, Debbie, if you don't mind? We are doing Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This is your singles reading, okay? And this is going to be about you need to be open to love, ready for love. If you're not, this is not your reading. These are people who are ready and single and ready for love. Okay. If it does resonate for you, make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. It helps me and I appreciate it. So thank you guys, and on to Cancer. All right. So for my Cancers, let's see what's happening. Oh, hi, Rita. Okay. So for my Cancers, I feel like currently in the recent past, you've been feeling very bored or just indifferent when it comes to love, just kind of withdrawn from it, or just not really liking your options even here. Kind of just bored. I don't really like what I'm seeing. And there could have been some really there could have been a power struggle with someone you were dealing with before, or could be even still dealing with. And it's well, I'm still fighting with my ex, or this, or I'm dealing with custody problems. I don't know. And it's kind of giving honestly, I just can't even think about it, or I'm just withdrawn from it. Or there could be someone trying to make you jealous too, and that's really annoying you. I also see here, hi Rita, hello. I also see here that you're not over something that occurred and that you haven't really let it go, but you also don't want to communicate with that person. So it's I'm not over it, but I don't want to talk to you anymore. And so it's I'm kind of just exhausted is what it's giving. I'm kind of exhausted from love at the moment, or have been in the recent past. This person coming in, you don't see them coming in. They kind of come in very serendipitous. serendipitous or serendipity kind of plays its part here, where it comes out of faith or like an unknowing, like it comes out of nowhere. It's like, oh wow, like where did this come from? Like I don't think you're going to be expecting this person to come in. Let's get some characteristics about who this person could be. Characteristics of who this person could be. Okay. So Cancer, this is someone here that actually has dealt with an ending and has had a hard time letting go of somebody. Maybe like you. It could be almost, right? I said that there was a competitiveness or like a power struggle. Well, this could maybe still be that person, but this is giving someone who's gone through an ending and had a hard time deciding to let someone go or deciding who to let go and has been betrayed by someone. Yeah, like they could have gotten cheated on, or they could have, yeah, I feel like someone had to make a decision here and it feels like betrayal. And there was a lot of indecision, like this person actually, right? And when that you meet them, you don't really see them. Maybe you're not even recognizing that this person had someone else recently or went through an ending like that. I don't know. I feel like you'll find this out maybe later. When you meet them, they may still have been dealing with someone else just a little bit, or there was like a really quick ending to how fast they got with you when they let that other person, like it's murky, it's tricky. But also, Cancer, you will be sexually very desirous of this person. This person's very attractive and very teasy. Maybe they tease you a lot. They're very seductive. If they're a woman, they wear really tight clothing. Like, you know, their teasies be out. Okay, they got some cleavage. All right. And if they're a man, then, you know, they like have bedroom eyes. They have a really nice smile. They just have a good looking face. Okay. And you just like start to imagine like a lot of desires. Like you get off. All right. I'm like, I don't know how to say it. Like you didn't see this person coming, but the moment this is attraction. This is I'm attracted to you kind of energy. So you might be dealing with someone who's very indecisive about you here. When it comes, this is the person you're meeting, very desirable, but maybe is dealing with someone getting over someone else. And you also maybe at a time where you're bored, or you also just got over someone else. So you two may be very vibrationally a match, okay, whether you realize it or not, but you are. That's all I'll say, but you are. So they have those tendencies here. How this, like where or how you will find them, this is you really in your head or very anxious, but over time this is someone here you really enjoy talking to, okay? And this is someone here you two talk very easily with each other, and you two are able to make really a really to the point conversation to ease the anxiety or the doubt. Like this person, I feel that a lot of my cancers that I'm talking to have an anxious attachment. This person doesn't do that for you because they're very honest or to the point, that there's not a lot of confusion with this person, because they show you that one, they have real conversations with you. They tell you the truth. They could be very blunt. And that could be because they dealt with someone doing this to them, right? The indecision and the ending and the betrayal of it all. They were like, moving in my next relationship, I'm going to be very to the point and very decisive and very blunt. So I see how you two end up, or where you two end up, is a place of needing to get out of anxiety or worry and coming to a point where this person's very decisive, very to the point, and will work on it with you here, Cancer, to make you feel loved, or make you feel like they're putting in effort over a long amount of time. Okay, so this is over a long amount of time. This will take time to work on because they have to gain your trust. But I feel this person really is very honest with you, even sometimes to the point where they hurt your feelings. But they're honest, and I think you appreciate that. How you end how you end up being in a relationship versus when you were single is you are free to continue. You don't feel worried anymore about where you're going with this person. There's a lot of insight that I feel free to move forward, and I'm not trapped by fear or late night thinking or overwhelmed feelings or over thoughts. No, this is clear. This is clear energy mentally. And realizing that, maybe even here, I'm just being insecure and I need to give more to this because my insecurities aren't allowing me to move forward. And so I see you, because you're giving more positive energy and more of an optimistic viewpoint here, but also your energy is going to, this person's going to give you energy. They're not going to make you scared or worried. Okay, this person brings energy to you. They make you so happy. I feel like when you're with this person, Cancer, you get a big smile on your face. They make you feel happy about love for the most part, and they don't make you overthink of whether it's going to work or not. It's just going to work. I'm serious. It's just going to be really easy to get to point A to point B, and not like all this confusion and, none of that. This person makes you feel really, really good. I feel like they're very reassuring as well, or they give you some type of assurance to be yourself. Don't play a part, be yourself. Like, this person makes you feel like yourself as well. So let's see some details of how you meet this person. I have to be honest, I am getting a vibe that you may be somewhat aware of who this person is. I don't know how much aware you are, but you may know them and you may have already been attracted to this person. You could meet at an engagement or a wedding or a celebration of sorts. You could be meeting at like a wedding or a celebration or a proposal, something of that nature. You could meet them somewhere like that. Maybe you meet them at a mall. I get that you meet them out in public or out a social gathering of sorts, but particularly like a wedding or a proposal or some type of engagement party, something like that. But this person makes you feel beautiful. Like, this person wants to take pictures with you. They compliment you. They may ask for your picture all the time. Like, I feel like this person makes you see your worth. Okay, Cancer? And I also feel like this person's very in the moment. They say things that just put a smile on your face. Like, this person makes you glow from within. This person's very, they show it, but they also make you feel good about yourself. So I feel like this person may be watching you, may have their eyes on you, and they just keep kind of telling you how beautiful you are or attractive you are, and offer you like to go out with you or offer you to take your picture. Like, they may see you at the wedding and be like, oh my God, I love your dress. You look so beautiful, Cancer. And then be like, can I take your picture for you? Or can I take a picture with you? Like, I need to be seen being next to you or something like that. And you're like, okay. Like, they do something really sweet like that to gain your attention or your time. And that could be how this person wedges in. This is more of a physical attraction I get. Came out again. They could also just see you as their person too. Like, they kind of are always envisioned, saying that they see something with you. They see a life with you. Like, this person would be kind of gassing it up a little bit that they see something. It's a lot about seeing you in their life. Okay. So signs you could be dealing with a Leo, a Scorpio. We also have Aquarius here. Aquarius again. Virgo. And that's what I see. But, this may take a little bit because there's a lot of mental confliction within something you were previously dealing with or they were. So, just a heads up. Hi, Karen. How are you? Hi, Karen. Let me pull one of these, and then we will move to Sagittarius. Sagittarius here. But first, let's continue with Cancer. Card for Cancer. You pull in people around you. You are the center of your own orbit, Cancer, so act accordingly. Gravity Crown, July. So this could happen around July, your birthday month. Or you could deal with a Cancer or Leo like yourself. I feel like you're like down a little bit energetically and you need a boost. And I feel like this person is going to make you feel very attractive. You may just not like your options either, though. Side note, you may just be like, this is so not, like, I'm so not attractive. So you might just be waiting for the right person that you feel good about. I feel like you're waiting for a spark. All right. Moving on to Sagittarius. Do we have any Sagittariuses? I am actually really hot right now. Like, I feel like I could get a hot flash. It's getting hot, hot, hot. I would love to go to Jamaica right now or something like that. That would be so nice. Wouldn't it be nice if I could leave and then I could go across the world and then I could be anywhere but here, but then I need to bring Apollo too. Do 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 do. This is Nina just creating a song. Don't mind me. Hold on, let me get water. I'm hot. I'll be right back. Right. All right, moving on to Sagittarius. Oh, so you're a Gen Z. Gen Z, right? All right. Sagittarius, this is going to be your singles reading. I want to point out this is someone who's ready and open for love. So if you're not, this is not your reading. Okay. That being said, we're going to get started. If this resonates for my Sagittariuses, please make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Okay. That being said, we're going to get started with Sagittarius. Let's see what we got going on for you, Sagittarius. Okay, there it is. Thank you, Deb. He's sleeping. Paulo. He's probably on my bed. He's really been enjoying sleeping on the bed. He doesn't really stay down here that much. So, all right. So we're going to get started with my Sagittariuses. These are for singles, open and ready for love. This is for you. Let's see what we got going on. Here we go. One more time. Everybody's feeling fun. All right. Okay. So Sagittarius says, I see here that you feel you are ready to date. You are ready to put your fears behind you here and just be patient to see what is coming your way. You know, this is you feeling like an intuitive knowing that you are ready to start to be in love or start to be open to suitors and let that dream cultivate, you know, and see just where it goes naturally, not overthink it. But I do see that there could be some new potentials here of like going on dates and putting your time into it and effort, right? This is not someone who's just sitting on the couch like, I got no love. No, like you are actively probably talking to some people here. Um, this person coming in is someone that you've kind of hoped for or feel like hopeful about. I do sense here like you've kind of manifested or dreamt of someone like this or your partner to be this way here with the star card, and you're having an inner realization that you just got to trust the process, you know. And I think you're starting to really get there. I think I had a reading Sagittarius a couple of months ago and someone was like, well, how do I get, like, you were not in this place. And it's really funny to see like these cards and to see you in that place right now. But Sagittarius, I really see that you've had some realizations that you just need to trust that what is meant for you is meant for you, and that that person will be a reliable person. And I think you're just believing that it'll just take time for it to grow between us. And I'm open to just seeing where it goes. This person comes into your life when you've actually started, you kind of have done a lot of your own healing within. Okay. So this is a Sagittarius. I feel like the Sagittarius I'm talking to has done a lot of healing within, but also your partner has. I feel like there's a maturity here that, you know, you take responsibility for yourself and they take responsibility for themselves. And there's no, you know, trying to make someone fit your narrative how you want them to be. And, you know, that's usually when Sagittarius, like, I don't know why, but Sagittarius always tend to date people who tend to try to control them or make them be the person they want them to be. And that's when Sagittarius tend to run. So I feel like you're going to be dealing with someone who's responsible for themselves and you're responsible for yourself. Okay. But let's get into like characteristics of who this person is. So we'll draw a couple cards here. This is a new beginning. As I said, this is someone who comes in when you've already done some healing and you've done the work. And so this is a new beginning coming in for you where you feel like you've graduated a life lesson, okay? And you are going to be maybe moving when you meet this person or going through a transition in your life. And if you guys are like, I'm already going through a transition or I've already moved and I'm already at that new place in my life, then you can see this person probably coming in pretty soon. But I see that you've moved. And they also could as well. But this person may need a little bit more healing, okay, as they sometimes can be a victim to circumstance or the circumstance they're in. Could be a little insecure here, the person, but they've been recovering from that. They've maybe Sagittarius have had an unfair situation and they've been trying to recover from an unfair situation here, okay? So that they've had to like literally move on from. So they could have had something hard happen to them or maybe even went through a surgery recently or an injury of some sort. So yeah, I think you meet someone who's at the same place as you, a new beginning, because I feel like you both may be. They will, I told you this, they will find you when you are at a new place in your life, when you have had a turning point. But this is through your personal vision that you were ready for a change here, Sagittarius. And this person and you tend to work very slow, almost like you're building, like you're collaborating on the fact that you want to like meet someone or find someone. But this person is quite, puts in the effort with you. You know, they show you that they want to show up. They show it. When they mean it, they come through. This is not someone who doesn't come through. When they say something, it happens. Okay. With that Seven of Pentacles, this is someone who wants to reach a milestone with you and wants to do that slowly through time with consistent effort. Okay. And even sometimes you may need to reevaluate what those next steps look like, but you two will be doing this as a partnership. So this seems really effortless. this is someone who's going to be showing an effort, and it's small little efforts. It's not these big climactic things. It's the little things that they do. It's in the details that they do that they show consistency. And it feels really calming. I want to say calming and almost like, oh, okay. Like, oh, okay. I like that. Like, like kind of like, I like when you do that. Like this person's like, when you think about the persistence that they have, they're very determined with you, very persistent. They mean what they say. And I like it. And I like it. Right. When it comes to how you two end to be single, it's kind of a questioning between you two where you both are like getting information, like having new conversations about where you two want to put your time and energy. And this could be where things get very frustrating between you two, because there could be a conversation that does not go well. There could be some miscommunications or misunderstandings, and it could be a petty argument. But I see here you actually taking the authority here, wherever this miscommunication is. I see you making sure like that it goes the direction. So I don't know if this is you here providing the security. Maybe you guys talk and they feel like you're not about it. And they're like, what the hell did I put all this effort for? Or vice versa. But someone's going to come back on in and be feeling more reliable and generous with where they're going. Because, right, like this is kind of like the pioneer. He's kind of leading the ship. He's saying where it's going, and he's taking responsibility for, deciding where we're going. So I feel like you're going to have a little bit of the upper hand here, whether you're feminine or masculine, it doesn't matter. But Sagittarius, I feel like you get to kind of decide where the narrative takes it. This is going to be more in your hands where it goes. Because maybe at first you kind of are being, I don't know, maybe elusive about what you want, and that creates problems. And then you come back on and it's like, okay, I effed up. I was, this may be something that you've had to learn about yourself, that every time this conversation comes up about where we're going, you tend to like look for an escape door. But with this person, you won't do that. If you've done that before, I feel like this person in you, it'll feel very it's a steadfast relationship. So this is someone you can feel you trust. All right. And you have to kind of take some authority about where you want this to go, because you are actually, whether they realize it or not, I don't care if it's a man, you kind of get to decide where it goes. And even if you are the man, again, you have to kind of step up and take the authority, because you have to decide where it's going. I keep getting I don't care if you're man or woman, you're going to be the one who decides it. So let's get some cards about how you meet this person. You could meet this person on vacation, or they're vacationing to you. But yeah, I'm getting like you might meet this person on a vacation here, or like getting drinks, going out for drinks. Okay, that's how you could meet this person. You could meet this person in the summer. When I met you in the summer. This person will be opening up over conversations. Yeah, like this person at first may be very closed off, and then it blooms and it grows. So you may be able to let them, it may be easy with being around you, Sagittarius. I find Sagittarius is very easy to open up with. I fucked up. This person may fuck up their chances with you. I mean, it could be you or them with that 8 of Wands in reverse. There could be an accident or a miscommunication, okay? And they may have to apologize and make you a cake and kiss your feet and say, like, I'm so sorry, Sagittarius. Like, I will make this up to you. But yeah, there could have been a misunderstanding or a problem. They could have loose lips too. Oh no. But like, yeah, they could be, you two may, or you two just enjoy talking to one another. The gossip don't have to be bad. I just feel like you two have a lot of conversations together and you enjoy it. Maybe this person says something that you were right? Because we do have the Page of Swords. Like, this person could actually accidentally, like, say, oh, I told someone about you, or I told them this. And you're like, why the would you tell them that? Like, you know, they may like accidentally slip up and say something, or they may say something they didn't mean that turns into an argument. But I don't see you two like breaking up, but that could be why you two end up together, because it's kind of like a make it or break it after an argument. And they get put in the hot seat, or you do, and then you guys have to take a chance at destiny. It's like, what are we doing here anymore? Like, I'm tired of this. Like, it's like, if we continue on like this, I'm done. So there could be something like that goes down, kind of like a finality to it, where it's like, do you want to be with me or not? You know, and then you two end up together. All right. Final messages here. Sorry, I just like, my lip gloss don't taste good. It says Cotton Candy Crush, but it's low key, just a little bit, like it's like a hint of giving Pepto-Bismol, and I'm like, not my best, not my favorite flavor. No. Okay, so it says here, Sagittarius, you never expected it, but what you feared is now your greatest weapon. So could turn into what you feared, like, is now your gift. And this could be happening in April, okay, between you and this person. All right. So signs you could be dealing with are Aries, Capricorn, Sagittarius, Gemini, Sagittarius, Scorpio, Aquarius. All right, moving on to Taurus, my Taurus gang, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Taurus. Okay, Taurus, this is going to be your singles reading. If you are not open to love, this is not for you. I'm talking to Tauruses who are single and open for love. Okay, thank you, Angela, so much. Hi, Angela. You're a Taurus. Great. So, single, open to love. All right, putting that out there. If it does resonate for you guys, make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. It does help me. If you want to watch this back and you're on TikTok, this will be on YT, okay? Because I do post them on there as well for you guys to watch it back. That being said, we're going to get started. For Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Okay. My cards are all over the place. Hold on. All right, Taurus. So I feel in either recent past or currently, you have been very strong, holding it down. Like, I feel that yes, there's things internally happening, but your exterior is everything is fine. It'll move the way it's meant to. And I'm just meant to have patience and just I feel like you're grinding it out. Even the emotions or the frustration or late night thinking. I think there's even like a realization here in the past, like I really need to stop overthinking this, and just let it go. I just need to let it, like, I just need to release this because me being in my head is not healthy for me. And I'm just going to have to deal with this situation or just let it, I'm just hearing let it be at this point. It's not good for me to keep doing what I'm doing. Who is coming in is somebody very successful. Yeah, someone here who's successful, maybe even someone here who gets recognition or acknowledgement. This is a person of power. Maybe they like to be on stage or they're known for their powerful words or their energy. This is someone who's very patient and kind. This is like, I'm getting like, this is a man or this is like a real woman. Like, but this is someone here who has like a silent strength to them. Could be with a Leo or a Scorpio. But this is someone here who kind of talks the way that they talk is very powerful. But they're also someone here who is able to diffuse situations. They like to keep the peace. They're very easy to get along with. And they're also really compassionate, a very compassionate person. But has maybe like an exterior, like they have a presence when they walk in a room. But this is also someone here who's been sad, maybe, due to a family rift or has gone through some challenges when it comes to their emotions, gone through depression. Maybe that's a thing that they'd like to talk about, mental health. This could be someone who's gone through mental health problems, but also has like come out on the other side of mental health and really likes to be at home. This is someone who really cares about the work they do in the world. And yeah, I think they tend to deal maybe with depression, but has learned to overcome depression or overcome anxiety and maybe talks about that. Random. Or maybe that's something you two share. Oh, sorry, wrong one. Give me some more characteristics about who this person is for Taurus. Also someone who's very prideful too. This is, again, someone you're going to have a new beginning with. I keep saying that. This is someone you're going to have a new beginning with. This is someone you meet possibly at a celebration here, like a graduation or a wedding, or you meet them out for a celebration of sorts. That's how you're going to meet them. That's actually, even looking at the Six of Wands and this King of Cups, you could meet this person maybe like at a work conference even, but I keep getting graduation or a celebration of something, wedding. Yeah, something public and social where friends and family are around. And that's why you're seeing that Six of Wands, someone's getting recognized, and this person's very quiet in the room. Like this person may not be, even if they have a presence when they walk in the room, they may be very calm demeanor. Okay. So that's something here. I told you this is someone who's had inner healing. Yeah, they've gone through a healing journey as well. Because I do sense like sadness or something, but they've learned to overcome it. Or disappointment. All right. So that's what I'm seeing in terms of this person. When it comes to where you will find them in a place where you're deciding to move on, or you've decided have a new set of beliefs and thoughts when it comes to your life, but they come at a time where you're trying to balance different parts of your life. Like, am I sure I can balance a relationship and my work, or my kids and a relationship, right? So they come at a time where you might have to juggle them a little bit here. But with the Ace of Pentacles being here, you're gonna actually trust that how you feel about them, and you're going to be there will be an opening here to very heartfelt communication between you two, where you guys are going to be really emotional about the love that you'd like to share, and even say, like, I want to be in a new relationship with you, like, just straight up. And this person, again, feels very securing. I keep getting very secure, very quiet but dominant presence, and is very securing to be with. Like, it feels really like you can hold down a fort. You can hold down a home. And it just feels very trusting. I like an Ace of Pentacles and an Ace of Swords. So this is a new thought about, dating and seeing where it goes. And just like kind of like enjoying each other's company, sharing each other's company. And how you end being single is you kind of are tired of feeling bored in your life when it comes to relationships, and you just start to judge or perceive the situation because you're like, you know what, old me would be maybe holding out and getting in my head, right? And this is where you kind of currently have been in the past. Old you, Taurus, would be waiting it out, being in your head and seeing if it's going to change. New you is like, fuck this, I don't like the way you're making me feel. If I'm with you, I'm getting that song from Frozen, Love is an Open Door. Why does it feel shut? And you're going to be like, I'm kind of getting bored of this. I'm honestly like losing my energy. And you're going to make a decision, like, do you want to be together? Because, like, I'm not enjoying this energy. And when you do that, you take your power back, and this person will want to commit. But it might come with a sense of you being fed up, that you're like over this, unsure of what we are. Oh, no. So let's see how you two meet. Let's get it. I mean, I already said like wedding, graduation, or like some event, but maybe even like a conference, or like I don't know, maybe even at a church here, like something optimistic. But I'm getting something like that. So let's see here. How will they meet, Taurus? This person makes you feel really confident. And that's how they meet you, because you might be when you meet them, you might be feeling like insecure, maybe about the way you look or the way that you are appearing, and you're like, oh, I'm just like unsure of, like, it's not like you're dogging yourself, but it could be your Taurus, like, you're like, oh, I don't know if like I'm dressed right, or I don't know if I look good in this. So like you may say something like that, like where you're kind of low key, not you're trying to put yourself down, but you're showing a little bit of insecurity, right? Around maybe the way other women or other men are dressing, or around everyone else, maybe comparing yourself a little here. And this person comes in and starts to reassure you, like, boy, you look so fine, or like, baby girl, you look so beautiful. What are you talking about? Have you looked in the mirror today? Like, like this person's going to reassure you that you look good. And they are going to then start talking with you and actually making you feel good about yourself. And that could be how this relationship comes, is that this person sees the value in you, and makes you feel confident in yourself. Okay, this person really does reassure you and wants to make sure you know that you are handsome or beautiful. Okay, and that's kind of how this starts, because this person does see you as attractive and does see that people have their eyes on you even when you don't see it yourself, Taurus. You may not see it, but other people want you. Okay, Taurus. So that is what I'm seeing here, and that's kind of how you would meet this person, maybe, or that's how maybe conversation kind of grows. Is that this person's kind of always making you feel good, or reassuring you that you're the one that they want to be with. Okay. Let's get a final card, and then I'll tell you the signs you could be dealing with. Stellar Ash. This could be somebody you're aware of or have already met, and you guys meet again at like a reunion of sorts, okay, at a gathering or out. But it says, nothing can touch you now, Stellar Ash. You rose from stellar destruction. This could be in March, which is now, when you may be meeting them soon. And then we have, your journey is alive. Every step pulses with destiny. Electric path. So maybe you two meet at the 4th of July, or like you meet up again. So maybe you see them once and then you see them again for something else. But I see that you two might get hotter in July. Okay. Signs you could be dealing with. We have Aquarius, Scorpio, Leo, Scorpio, Taurus, like yourself. Okay, so those are the zodiac signs. We are moving on to my Libras. Do we have any Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus? Libra gang. I'm getting so hot. It's so hot. Whew. All right. You liked the reading, Angela. Thank you. All right, Libra in the house. All right, Libras, this is going to be if you are single and you are open and ready for love. This is not for people who are single and don't want love. This is not your reading, okay? If it does resonate for you, make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. It does help me, and I greatly appreciate it. So thank you. And that being said, we're going to get into your singles reading. Libras. Oh, I'm glad to hear that, Angela. Thank you. Okay, of course, Libra. All right, Libra, I feel here in your current state, and I should have said singles who are looking for new love, but I just said singles who are wanting love, but you are the only one who's gotten this, so whatever, it's fine. Libras, I feel here you honestly think you'd be more successful being on your own and being single and being happy than being in it with anybody right now. I think you're really enjoying your singlehood and really maybe enjoying who you're meeting with and who you're getting on with. I feel that when it comes to maybe someone you were dealing with, you just felt an imbalance. Like, I don't know, maybe you felt like you didn't want it as much. And this person maybe was pressuring you, like, why aren't you doing this? Why aren't you doing that? And you're like, I just don't have the energy. Or maybe vice versa. You felt like you wanted it more and you were like, F this. I think I'm just better off being on my own to myself because it was stressing you out. Like constant, just constant, like one thing after another, after another, after another. It's like, nah. So I feel here, Libra, though, when I asked who's coming in, it's someone who's been really in their head and really been wanting to give you a message of like showing you how much they care about you, but has been like afraid to come out and tell you about it. With the with the 8 of Swords being here, this person's been, like feeling helpless, feeling very vulnerable about their emotions and wanting to express them to you. This could be a secret admirer here, or could be someone you've already known. I just keep getting this person. But the star card here is like really like someone here has been hoping and praying and wishing that honestly like you may let it go, or let something go and really consider a beginning of a relationship, or it's starting something new with them. I mean, this person wants to be honest about how they feel, and they're feeling really, really strong emotions for you, and they just cannot help the way that they feel. Could be a little younger than you here. But if not, again, it's just like I have like you might expect this soon. I feel like this person cannot help but want to confess. Yeah, I must confess that my loneliness is killing me now. Yeah, this person is not done. I said, when will they find you? It's like, oh no, it's not even done yet. So how can they find you when you already know them? So this person's not done. They're not over it. They do not want to let you go. They have an intense fear of letting you go. And honestly, they even have fears of commitment, which could be the problem. But, this person just trusts that, you are their person, and they believe that you guys could start something new, or we could look at it in a new way. Like, don't give up on me, Libra. Or, I want to start something new with you. Could you take a chance on me? I'm hearing that song, Take a Chance. Well, these songs. But yeah, I feel like this person really, really wants to take a chance on you, or wants you to trust in them to do it. It's like, I know you say you want to be single, but could you try? This could be someone who's like a friend or an admirer. But this person feels like a really deep bond. Like, it goes beyond just like wanting you romantically, but I feel like you're my best friend, or like I just feel like we have such a good time together. Like, this bond is like kind of like, don't give up on me, Libra. Don't give up on me. I didn't mean that. Don't give up on me. This person here is going through a transition, and they want to come out of hiding with you. Like, they want to be brave and come out and be like, I love you, Libra, or I really want to be with you, Libra. Could be dealing with a Gemini here maybe, but this person sees an achievement with you and really wants to go after it with you because they want to be successful. This also could be someone who is successful. They just want to like cut through any illusion, and they're going to be going off about how much they care about you. I really feel like this person really wants to be with you. I don't know if it's like a friend kind of vibe or secret admirer, or you already dated them, but yeah, this person wants you. And the way that you end up not being single anymore is because this person wants to feel like, because you honestly, you want to feel the security, and you like that this person, like, no matter what, they're not going anywhere, and you like knowing that you have that, like that you have someone who's just willing and reliable and can help you and want to be with you. Like, I mean, who doesn't want that kind of energy? Like, someone who doesn't give up on you and is just like always wanting to make sure that you two succeed together, right? So I feel like you quickly decide, you know what, I want to like be with you, or I want to move in with you, or I want to start this up with you, and just take a chance on it. So I think you do end up taking a chance on them because you trust them, and you're like, all right, I'm gonna give this a try. I'm gonna try again. I'm gonna give this a try. Okay. I'm gonna see. Do we have chemistry? Do we vibe? You might sleep with them first. Like, all right, well, it's kind of giving like, we've been friends for so long. Why don't we just like make out and we see? Let's just like make out and see if there's a connection there. All right, why don't we just try sleeping together and like see if it works? And then you kind of just take a chance with them. And it could be something like that, where you're just like, all right, let's make out and like see if there's anything between us. And then there is. Oh, juicy. Okay, there is drama around this situation here because there's a mask, there's an illusion. So this could be like drama because like people see you guys out and sees that connection, but you guys are like masking it or denying it, but people may be talking about it. There could be like a group date or something weird like that. There could be like going out with friends, again, going out with friends and there being drama. There could be some bitchiness between you and some others. What the hell is this? But there could be some like, that's how you meet, or that's how you guys like, you all are just like out as friends, and then there's like drama, and you know, this person takes your side and is like influencing you that like, no, like I stand with you, I promise, like I believe you, like they're lying, blah blah blah. Like it could be dramatic how you two start, because like there's some fight or arguments that go in a group situation. This person has your back, like something like that weird. But yeah, there could be like drama between you and someone else, and someone takes your side and reassures you that you're right and is like down to talk with you. And that's how you two start bonding. Okay, because there's something about the host and the reassuring rose. This person makes you feel like they like gas you up. They're your hype man. All right, that's who this person is. This person's your hype man. They're trying to get in on your good graces, okay? Like that's what this is. Yup. That's how this gets started. This person's on your side and like turns out being your ride or die. And you're like, you know what? Let's just make out and see if we have something here. You know. So that's how I see. Let's pull. That's how I see that you two could end up together. Is this person tends to have your back, and then you're like, you're a real good friend. And they're like, I don't want to be your friend. And you're like, all right, let's try this. You know, or something like that. Oh, I haven't seen this one before. You hold two truths. Of course, Libra holds two truths. Merge them into one future and your power will double. Okay, binary soul. Very form-fitting for a Libra. Stop being indecisive, Libra. Make a decision. Your reality is bending. See with more than your eyes and love more than your heart. Warp light. So this person may not be your type or usually what you go for, but you may just, just never know. Like it could really work out. All right. So signs you could be dealing with. We have Aries, Sagittarius, Virgo, Aquarius, Pisces, Cancer. That one was a crazy read, but I'm getting like secret admirer kind of energy. But did I say Scorpio? Scorpio. That one was weird. Like I said, it may not resonate for everyone, but yeah, you may start out as friends. Up next, Gemini. Gemini gang, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Gemini moon. Another Gemini moon. I have a lot of Gemini moons in my chat. Who knew? Where's my Gemini suns? Oh, they're not here. They used to be here. Now they're all booed up and gone. All right, Gemini. This is going to be your single read. This is for singles who are open to new love and wants to find or be with somebody. Okay, this is not for ones who are like, I'm good being alone on my own. Okay, not your read. All right. So we are going to get started with Geminis. Let's see what's going on for my single Geminis. Okay. So, Geminis, I feel that in the recent past, you've been sensing that you're ready and open for love and going on dates and trying to see where, oh, hi, Aaron. It's been so long. I've been wondering where you've been. Hi, Aaron. How are you? So, I feel that, Gemini, you've been sensing that you are ready for love and open to it. I do think you could be dating here or openly dating or have been and just been kind of enjoying that process. But you also may be starting to be real with yourself or be honest here that you need to walk away from it because it's not deep enough or it's not what you really want. So you could have gone on a couple dates and maybe even hooked up with a couple people here, Gemini, some of you. And I feel here that you just you kind of don't feel like your heart's in it with these people. So you're kind of like, I changed my mind a little bit because I just don't feel like my heart's in it and I want to continue focusing on my work. I don't really want to get distracted. Like it's been fun. Like I'm having fun, but I think I need something deeper, but I also feel my heart's closed off. So I'm just going to continue to work. Okay? So that's kind of how you've been. And I see here like this person who's coming in is someone who's also left other relationships and has been a workaholic too. So you might be meeting someone who's matching your frequency where it's like they've been single, they honestly have left people behind and just started to kind of focus on their work. You could be meeting someone at work for some of you, but yeah. You two have really good communication as well. Let me get some more information on who this person is. I've been good. I've been doing good. Thank you so much. Okay, I feel that the characteristics of this person is one, they're mature and very, very confident. Okay, could be dealing with a Sagittarius here, Gemini, but this is someone who's mature, easygoing, and very confident. They do get attention. They are very attractive. Okay, this person gets recognized by others. So that's something here. They also are quite impulsive. Like they just say random things. You might love that about them. They just say what they mean and they don't take it back. It's kind of giving that. Like they may say some shit and people may not like it, but you do. You kind of like that about them. I said what I said and I've never been timid. Like, it's giving that energy. And you two bond on that. I think you two are kind of similar. Like you two have a lot of relatability between you two, which makes you guys bond. They find you not by, they find you here by you kind of being on your own and not willing to communicate with others. So this person doesn't find you because you're available, Gemini. They find you in a time when you're just like taking a chance. Let me get a little bit more information how you meet this person. But I don't think you're actually fully open when you meet this person. Not like you're closed off, but you may just see them as friends here or something like that. Like, I don't know if you're taking them as a real romantic offer here. So you and this person maybe just started out as friends or something, just talking, like this person was hosting something like a party or an event or just hosting, and you just really liked what this person had to say. And you may here be just like chatting it up with them, like kind of like, just enjoying your conversations, right? Like just talking back and forth and just, like I said, this person's very impulsive. So they say things that maybe have a shock factor to it. Like, oh my God, I can't believe you just said that. But they do have like, there's something in the way that they talk where there could be a shock factor here to them. And you kind of just are always like intrigued. What will they say next? But they also here are somebody maybe you dream about or have this kind of like desire to connect with them from a place of not wanting to connect with anybody. And that makes you feel like they're special to you because you kind of start to fantasize them here, right? With the fantasy suite, it's more of like you fantasize them, but it kind of leaves in a to be continued way. So you guys were chatting it up, and it kind of left it unsure of where it was going between you here. At the bottom of the deck, we have here to make friends, here for the right reasons, and you two have a really nice optimism between you two that will turn into lovers, but it doesn't start off like that. So you two are friends to lovers, okay? But you start to dream about them or have dreams about them or wish about them or start to fantasize what it would be like to be together. And I feel like because you start to have these thoughts enter your mind here with the Ace of Swords, there's like this new thought coming in like, maybe I should take more responsibility and like, just see if I could trust this person and see. That's how you end up getting together or being together is you two just have a conversation and you decide, I really like you, so I would like to be in a relationship. And then you guys start just to build on it really effortlessly. Like it's not really hard or a big fight or anything like that. Like it's just a conversation of I like you too. Well, if we both like each other, we should just take it a step further. And then you do, and then you do. Okay, so it turns out to be very effortless the way you two end up together. Yeah, I like it. But I see you two friends first. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Yours is really straight to the point. I'm not going to confuse it. There's something it's very easy to talk to one another. You were born for upheaval. Upheaval? Yeah, you were born for upheaval. Ride it, shape it, survive it. Chaos child. Could be in April that you meet this person. But yeah, it could be a little bit chaotic in the way that you two, I don't know, it's like you two talk and then you don't for a while, and then you talk again, and then you don't for a while. But then eventually the conversation comes like, okay, but I want to talk to you. Like, I think I like you a little bit more. Yeah, you carry wisdom older than the earth. Never let it fail you. Never doubt your power. Cosmic wisdom, October. So you two may start to just enjoy each other and then take it a step further. All right. So that is what I see for you here. All right. Signs you could be dealing with. I'm seeing Aries, Libra, Pisces, Virgo, Aquarius, Libra. All right, moving on to last but not least, Pisces. Oh, thank you, Erin. That's so sweet. Appreciate you too for being here. All right, Pisces, this is for you. I know, I was like, man, he's never coming back. Here you are. Pisces, Harriet's here. All right, Pisces. Thank you, Erin. All right, Pisces, if this resonates for you, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. It helps me, and I appreciate it. That being said, this is for Pisces who are open, single, and ready for love. This is not for ones who don't want it. Okay? Okay. So that being said, this is your reading. All right, here we go. Here we go. One more time. All right, let's see what's happening for you, Pisces. Nope. Yes, thank you, Erin. I appreciate that. All right, let's see what's happening here for Pisces. Oh, wait, hold on. Sorry. My mind was not in the right place. I'm getting your current energy, like a single Pisces who's dealing with someone, but considers themselves single. I'm going to say that. But you would still consider yourself single, okay? All right. All right, Pisces. So what I'm seeing here with where you've been currently or in your recent past, you've been deciding that you're at a turning point where you really need to think about where you're putting your time and energy here, okay, with the Wheel of Fortune and Two of Wands. And I think you want to work on something that, you know, you're building slowly, but you are moving in a direction together, right? It's like, okay, we may be at a pit stop. We just need to fix the tire, or we need to like just brighten it up, but we're still moving in a direction, okay? So you're looking for progressive change over a persistent amount of time. What you're dealing with a person here, you're dealing with someone, or could have been dealing. No, I think this is like you will be. The person that you are meeting, this is someone who's also very indecisive and juggling things in their life, and is also, you're really attracted to them. Like you think this person is super hot or super attractive and very magnetic. You're very drawn. And this is from a place of you coming from being very bored or withdrawn. So this is someone, when you meet this person, you will be, oh my God, like eyes will be open or awake because you find this person very attractive and you are tired of another. I think you might be dealing with someone, but you're still single, but you're in like a situationship, or it's just not really going anywhere or undefined. And you're going to be really bored of that other situation you're dealing with that's not working out. Okay. So I feel like you will be kind of like, oh, who do I choose? But this person will be somebody new coming in that you're very, very attracted to here. Give me some characteristics of who this person is. So this is saying this is someone you might have let go of, who was a friend, and you've been discontent ever since you let go of this friendship. So you know this person and you kind of still keep in touch, but you don't like that you two aren't really together, or that you two aren't really speaking, okay? When it comes here to how you will find this, it's because you're tired of the defensiveness and you want things to change. Maybe you realize I've been defensive and I really need to judge and perceive, you know, what do I really want? Because there's somebody here that I'm really tied to. Like I really do find that I have such an attraction, such a bond to them. And yeah, it even feels addictive or toxic to a degree, but clearly like I'm still thinking about them, or like I'm beating, like where my beat goes, it goes to being involved with them. So there's like an awareness here, like a clarity, right? We see a King of Swords and a Queen of Swords. You two might still be talking, and there comes a time where there's a clarity that you still have feelings for one another. And so how your singlehood ends is you two here are kind of, maybe this leads to hooking up or passionate night between you two, but like kind of putting your fears behind you and just kind of relaxing into what it is. But you also here might be leaving something else behind to go to them. And I see here with the Page of Cups, like opening up to a new beginning into a relationship. But I think you know that who this person is, because it says their friend. So let's see, how do you two meet or will meet again? Yeah, I'm getting like a reconciliation. Someone proposes to go out. Like it's like a conversation that happens. It's like, well, I propose that we like hang out or hook up again. And you two do. Like this is a conversation that leads to more. All right. It's kind of fun. It's kind of flirty. It's like, oh my God. Like, you know, like I think you're happy about whatever goes down here. But it's for the right reasons. Like you two have like a legit talk, but I feel like there's also a hookup or something. Or like, we did it again. You know, like look at the smiling. Yeah, the optimist, like you get really excited when you're around them, but you do have a real bond. Like you two have like with the lovers here, it is someone that you find that you want to be in a relationship with. And yes, there's a lot of sexuality or passion between you two, but you also share a lot of the same values. So I feel that, yeah, it's a decision you two make, but it feels really, really good. And it is through conversation that it like restarts. I want to reiterate that it's a conversation you two have, but leads to more. Okay. About opening the door again, so to speak. Yeah, I'm hearing my love open the door. It's like you two hook up and you're like, yep, we went right back to the way we were, or something. We go right back to the way we were. Like no time feels like it changed. Because you two ended to let it go and remain being friends. Okay. So if you're not that Pisces with that situation, that's not you. All right. Let's pull one of these and then I will read which card it is. Yours is straight to the point. I'm not going to fluff it. Okay. Neon Angel. Okay. What is that in the distance? They glow in electric hues. Strange, divine, and on your side. September or October. So that could be when you two kind of meet. Yeah, I feel like this person's gonna offer you something, Pisces. Because we saw that like proposal and then he's kind of like giving her the ring. So hey. All right. Yep. Yeah, it kind of comes maybe from the distance, or you two bridge the gap from the distance or something like that. Could be dealing with, let's see here, Virgo, Gemini, Aquarius, Capricorn, Libra, Scorpio, Pisces, Aries. Okay, so that is what I'm seeing here. I hope you guys enjoyed this read. I will catch you back on Sunday. That is for my members only on YouTube. If you guys like this and you guys want, Sundays are always for members. They get extra reads. And then if not, I'll see you. I think I'm going to start doing it Monday, Wednesdays because I need the break in between. I like that. So I think I'm going to come back on Monday, Wednesdays moving forward, and I will always be back on Sundays probably at night for the memberships. Okay. Members only readings. I do sometimes answer personal questions if desired by my members. So yeah, make sure if you guys want that to be there as well. And again, if it did resonate, make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. Almost said, no, I did say it. Okay. Anyway, bye guys and see you next time. Bye. Thank you, Debbie. See you next time. Oh, how do I? Okay.